Right, Friday night, 8 p.m, Enzo Maresca's Chelsea take the trip to the London Stadium to play Graham Potter's West Ham and to try and attempt to bounce back from a little bit of opening day disappointment. So, in this video, myself and channel fan favourite, the man who I got pelters for not actually professionally introducing you in the official way.
You didn't use the full title.
I didn't use the full title.
Which it's very important to the fans.
Mr. Josh Aveste, the big dog, channel fan favourite, and the best skin fades to come out of Collier's Wood, ladies and gentlemen, is in the studio with me right here. How we doing, mate?
My barber will be very happy with that. His name's Parhan, and he'll really, really appreciate that.
Parhan,
he's a good lad.
Shout out.
Do you know what? He's a bit of a festival goer, Parhan. He loves. He'd like to go to Tomorrowland. Have you ever been to Tomorrowland?
No, not my. Not
I
my
reckon
sort of
you'd
thing.
quite like Tomorrowland. Actually, it's in Belgium. You go there, have a great time.
Last festival I went to was SW4. Remember they used to do that?
What was that one in Tenerife? I've heard that's a good one.
The NRG. Right. Joey and Josh linked in the description. Listen, we're going to preview the game. We're obviously going to give our starting lineups, our preferred starting lineups, not a predicted starting lineup, because God knows what's going to happen. There's moves, there's shifts, there's shapes in the transfer window. So we'll probably be checking our phone as we record this. But before we get into the game, can we talk about this on Wesley Fofana stuff?
Thank God we're talking about it straight away, because fuck me, what a weird story. So there's been some developments on the story.
Yes.
So let's explain this for everyone watching.
Fofana-gate, we're calling this.
We are. So Wesley Fofana wakes up on, what day is it even today? Wednesday morning.
Yep.
And he goes, I've just decided to sack off all the Chelsea content on my Instagram, which as you do, you know, there's no need to get too worried about it. And then after that, Wesley Fofana's team have gone out there and said, oh, there's nothing to this. There's nothing to worry about.
Can I ask you a question?
Do you regularly delete pictures from your ex on your Instagram?
No. If like you either started getting sent messages or you checked yourself or for whatever reason you looked at my Instagram and I just deleted everything.
I think it was a bit weird.
Would you at least text me and be like, we all right? Like,
do you know what, mate? You're always like bringing back some trauma, because I feel like this has happened to me.
What?
You know, it's like that moment you wake up and your ex has deleted all your pictures and you go, oh, fuck, now it's officially over. It goes on, doesn't it?
See, I've normally woke up and
you're the one deleting it.
My ex has deleted all the pictures that I took of other women from the night before. No, it makes me sound like Yellow from the cruise.
Can I also just, fucking hell, another Joey and Josh true crime episode that is. I just think the way they're trying to downplay it right now is suspicious in itself. And if I was a betting man, I'd love to know your opinion on this, but if I was a betting man, I don't know if Wesley Fofana is still at Chelsea by the end of the transfer window.
Well,
because it's too bait otherwise.
Do you know what the thing is though? That's not a revelation, because
it's a huge revelation to me.
It's
huge.
It's come out of your mouth before on this channel.
What?
That you don't know whether Wesley Fofana will be here in the transfer window.
What? When?
Just before the end of last season, you said that to me.
What? Based on the injury record?
I don't know what the context was, but probably that.
Oh, wow.
Maybe that.
There you go. I can't even remember what I said.
And probably because you might have forgot a couple of incidents that have happened. Because I'm looking at things and I'm like, right, okay. So I've like gone on the Instagram a few times, right? Because I thought, oh, maybe he'll catch wind of things and maybe like he'll re-upload them, something like that, right? What he did do is after it became a thing, if you want to call it that, like what even is a thing nowadays, but after it became a little bit of a thing, it kind of must have jogged his mind to think, oh, let me post something Chelsea related. So he posted up 3 stories. One, I think, was him in training. There you go. Him in training. He posted up like a funny story of Romeo Lavia where he's comparing him to a wrestler. And that was it. But when I went on it that time, when I saw the stories when he had posted in the Chelsea thing, I also saw that he had kept all of his Leicester photos up, right? And I think like the second one into those Leicester photos was him winning a header against Chelsea, right?
Yeah.
So he had kept that
Marcus
up.
Alonso, I believe.
I think it was, yeah?
Yep.
And then, since then, I went on his Instagram again, right? He's deleted nearly all the Leicester photos, apart from like farewell and I don't know what else. It's gone down from, I think it was like 130 posts on there to like 30. So there's got to be something a little bit in this.
Can I guess? Can I have a hazard a guess of what has actually happened? Mm-hmm. Can you humour me for a second? I reckon there's been some conversations where they've gone, your injury record isn't good enough. You're earning 200 grand a week. You do need to stay fit this season. Otherwise, we will have to sell you. And if there's interest out there right now, then that's what we're going to have to do. It's a business decision, not an emotional decision. We rate you as a person. I reckon that's what the Chelsea hierarchy have said to him. I reckon he's gone for a very emotional reaction and he's deleted all the pictures.
I disagree.
What do you think's happened?
I don't think Maresca likes him.
Really?
No.
Well,
because there's been two. Been two incidents.
He's done a press conference recently where he has talked about Wesley Fofana. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, when he said the 45 minutes that he played in the middle of the back three were the worst 45 minutes of the season, or
something like that. And he basically said he can't play in that. He said he can't play in that role.
Yeah,
is what he said. Right? He said, you know, if we're looking for solutions for the Levi Colwill problem, Wesley Fofana isn't in my thinking. And that's fair enough. Like, to be fair, I thought they were really good together, Wesley Fofana and Levi Colwill.
I thought they were. I thought the partnership they were developing was really good. It was really exciting me. At the same time, I'm going to remind you of something that, again, me and you sat here 48 hours-ish ago, a couple of days ago, and said that two players weren't in our thinking. And it wasn't because we don't love them. It wasn't because we don't rate them. It's because of the way our minds are wired up. And who were the two players?
Romeo Lavia and Wesley Fofana.
And Wesley Fofana.
Yeah.
So,
it was a controversial one, that was, the Romeo Lavia take. That was a controversial... Well, a lot of people were really backing Romeo Lavia.
I'm really backing Romeo Lavia.
And I think we all are. We all want him to succeed. But yeah, like this injury problem, we've seen it time and time again, haven't we? We've cast aside players that are very injury prone, very brutally, very quickly.
Yep.
You look at, Chilwell. Chilwell, guy beset with injuries, he's gone relatively quickly. There were conversations, and I think they're quieting down right now, but there were conversations about Reece James, weren't there? And I think a lot of people are very glad that Reece has come back and his injury situation is a lot easier than it was.
Can I tell you the other reason why I thought that there might... I was joking, by the way, when I said Maresca don't like him, but like I think that there's a little bit of unsettlement maybe between the two of them. And this is something that I would criticise Wesley Fofana for more so than Enzo Maresca. The reason I would criticise Wesley Fofana for it is because don't go to social media and speak about something your manager said. Don't do any of this.
Can I also just say he should be smarter with this because everyone's on your social media. It's the most public-facing thing you could possibly do, and to think that no one's going to notice that you deleted all your Chelsea pictures is a bit stupid. What is it?
Well, you're assuming that he did it and
without knowing.
Didn't think, people might jump on this.
So what's the game plan?
I don't know. Send a message to Maresca. But what I was going to say is this. Obviously, there was the thing, wasn't there, when Enzo Maresca said, he's out for the rest of the season.
You're right in bringing this up. I didn't remember that.
And Wesley Fofana has then... Was it a tweet or a Instagram story? I think
it was an Instagram story, if I remember correctly.
Let us know in the comments whether you know what platform it was on or what. But he put it out there via social media that this isn't true. I'm not out for the rest of the season. You were out for the rest of the season. You literally were out for the rest of the season. So
was he out for the rest of the season, or did he know that he was going to? He would have been able to just come back, but Enzo Maresca hasn't played him because he's not match fit, or
fair enough.
Fit.
Fair enough. Do you want a match fit Wesley Fofana in a team?
Yes,
I do.
I desperately do.
I
rate him very highly. Always have, actually.
Do you want a match fit Reece James in the team?
Yes.
Yeah. This is the longest period of time that we've seen Reece James stay fit and, not miss a portion of games sidelined with injury.
3 or 4 years?
In I would say about half a decade.
Yeah, a long time.
Since the Champions League win.
A long time.
This is the longest.
So what you're saying
is the longest.
Enzo Maresca knows what he's doing in terms of rehabilitating players.
I'm saying that it's easy to put 2 and 2 together and get 4 in terms of what is the contributing factor to Reece James getting over these injury issues. Could be luck. Could be Enzo Maresca. So if Enzo Maresca decides that he wants to manage your minutes when you're coming back from a long-term serious injury and you're an injury-prone player, by the way, like, I'm not digging Wesley Fofana out at all. 20 odd appearances he made the season when he signed. That was really good, right? But then since then, he didn't play in the second season, and he made 14 appearances in the third season, and then was out for the rest of it. So, you know, you are injury prone. That's not me throwing it out there. There's the stats there to back it up. You are injury prone. This is a manager that I believe now has proven that he has, you know, been able to help with the rehabilitation of players more so than maybe a Mauricio Pochettino was. We heard a lot of things coming out from sources around the club saying that Mauricio Pochettino's training methods were very intense and didn't really differentiate between players all that much, which I feel...
And between games.
Yeah, and I feel like they should. I feel like, you know, the way that you treat a Reece James has to kind of be different to the way that on last season they treated Kukure and Kaisedo, for example. Yeah. So true. So where do we move on from this?
I don't know if we can move on from this in a weird way. In terms of when we say move on, I would expect that we would want him to be back in the squads, playing week in, week out for Chelsea. And I actually weirdly think that this is almost like a line in the sands. Maybe like a Nicholas Jackson moment where he's now going to be out of the squads, and I don't know how he's going to feature. I mean, I
think he'll play. I think he'll get minutes against West Ham. I'm going to call it now.
Wow.
Don't worry, because we're getting to our starting lineup for the game in a minute. We just want to have this chat first, but I'm going to call it now. I think he gets minutes against West Ham.
Wouldn't that be a massive turnaround in terms of the optics of this? Wouldn't it be a huge U-turn?
It does, but then I feel like it like everything in life, it comes down to your interpretation. And if your interpretation is innocence, i.e. like innocent mistake, I don't know. Like, look, you know when we always do, we've got the youngest squad in the Premier League, and I think like with issues that aren't just football related per se, me and you always do kind of caveat it by saying like, look, these guys are young, like, you know, like, I don't know, like the Madueke penalty incident, stuff like that, the Jackson red card, where incidents of sort of immaturity, and you can say, well, you're young, you know, you don't understand all that much when you're young. With social media, I think it's the opposite. I think that young people understand social media better. What's the first thing you... Right. First thing someone says, or first thing I do when someone texts me, do you remember like we used to use GTG back in the day, got to go, or BRB, be right back, yeah? So like, LOL, yeah, like I might still use that in a text, but I don't know none of these other ones, yeah?
Lots of love.
Lots of love, yeah. I can't say what I was going to say. Have you ever heard the thing when the mum texts the son?
Yeah, I have seen
LOL, and
that.
the end, someone had passed, and she went, Nan's passed away, LOL. She meant lots of love. It's the sort of thing my mum would do, to be fair. But no, like, often I turn to my little nephew and I'm like, oi, what does WDM mean, or whatever? And he'll go, oh, what do you mean, or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't know, like, a lot of these things. Some social media apps, I do feel like the younger players are a bit more in touch than even, like, the senior staff. So I feel like they should... You know how you said, like, we were saying, like, innocent mistake, whatever. I kind of feel like Wesley Fofana knew what he was doing.
I think he knows exactly what he's doing. Yeah. That's my point. I think he knows, or maybe has requested to leave the club. Yeah. Because it's too bait otherwise. He's left all the Leicester pictures up, and then he's deleted them to try and look like it isn't a big thing. It's awkward, mate.
I hope it gets sorted out, because I think Wesley Fofana is a terrific little player if we can keep him fit and available. And at this moment in time, I think that with the injury to Levi Colwill, we need him more than ever. And obviously, in terms of like playing out from the back, obviously the left-footed element of Levi Colwill, and the fact that Levi Colwill is undeniably, in my opinion, a better passer of the ball than Wesley Fofana. We didn't see it so much in Levi Colwell's first season as we had seen it in the season prior when he was playing for Brighton. But my God, in his second season, last season, we saw so much of that, cutting the lines, really incisive passes and passes that mean something, you know.
Can I tell you my theory? I think that they've never wanted 3 right-sided centre-backs at the club. And if you looked at our squad planning, you know, when we were talking about the squad at the start of the summer, I think they've always wanted 2 players for each position. And if you look at the way they built the rest of the squad, that is entirely true. Even so with the new signings, Garnacho is going to come in and be the second left winger. Xavi Simons is going to come in and be the second number 10, right? And we've currently got 3 right-sided centre-backs. And currently we have 2 left-sided, but one's out for the season. So I think there might be a thing where they've decided they might want to cash in on Wesley Fofana. And that's what's happened.
Fair play.
And then sign another left-sided defender.
To finish this little segment off, is Wesley Fofana a Chelsea player at the end of this transfer window?
Based on today, no, I don't think so.
But
you do.
I do think so. Yeah.
I
do. Hope. Hope. Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe I'm reading too much into this social media shit, but I almost think this is. I think this is like a sign of the end.
Maybe. I'm not at all implying you don't, but I just think he's a top player if he's fit and available.
By the way, make that really, really clear right now. I love Wesley Fofana, and whenever he's played on the pitch, he's actually been my starting.
You've always backed him.
I've always rated him, and I've backed him even when he's had really significant injuries to come back and play. I think, if I'm being completely frank, I think he's worth the money. I think that he's worth the $200,000 a week that we're paying him, and
if he's playing.
And the key thing is if he's playing.
Yeah.
But even when he hasn't been playing, I've still been backing him. And actually, I've said I'd rather Tosin leaves than a Wesley Fofana leaves. But, you know.
Only if they're fit. Only
if he's fit.
Yeah. Now,
exactly.
You just said the word Frank. Speaking of Super Franks, we bought him off West Ham. We bought 2 of my favourite players off of West Ham.
Joe Cole.
Frank Lampard, Joe Cole. Right.
Your mate, Joe.
Right. We've done, a lot of players have played for both clubs. Yeah? You're going to get annoyed with me because you get annoyed when I do these things and put you on the spot.
You're going to quiz me?
It's quiz time.
Fuck's sake.
Right.
We need a theme tune for your Joey Night quizzes. Because, by the way, I love a quiz, but I think you love a quiz more than me.
Remember Mario?
Yeah.
Remember this? Doesn't that sound like the Mario?
Can someone write in the comments what that type of singing is called? Because
Yeah.
I've never seen that before in my life. It's
good
unique.
though, isn't it?
I
It's
mean,
good though.
in the
Anyway,
talent show, is that what you were doing?
No. No, I actually done a talent show on holiday once.
Okay. And what was your talent?
I sung. What was the song I sung? Come on, yeah.
You don't even know the lyrics.
We're loving each day as if it's the last, and all night having a blast, baby. I want you right here next to me. You don't know that tune?
I don't, but anyone in the comments.
Ronan Keaton.
Ronan Keating, what a legend.
Yeah.
Life is a roller coaster, you've just got to ride it.
Yeah, there you go. It's amazing.
You need to do the accent
how
though, because he sang with the Irish accent.
Ronan Keaton. I can't do an Irish accent. You tell me all my accents sound the same. Anyway, quiz time. Right?
Go on then.
Mr. Aveste.
Go on then. West Ham, Chelsea, quiz time.
Okay. So, how confident are you?
I'm not very confident because you're going to say what happened in 1995
No. I'm just
when it was
ask,
snowing.
I'm just going to ask you to name me. I'm going to make it really, 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 really easy and just say, barring Joe Cole and Frank Lampard, name me 3 players that have played for both.
Emerson.
I knew you were going to go with him straight away.
I'm trying to think of the most recent ones. Carlton Cole.
Nice. That's nice. What? No, I like that. Because
What? Because of what?
Just because he's a legend, Carlton Cole. Carlton Cole's one of them, yeah, where like I feel because obviously
I've got another one.
I'll wait. He came through our academy, and with Carlton Cole, I'm like. I see him play a few times in the collared shirt, so it was 02-03, I believe it was the last season of the collar, and I saw him play a couple of times, and I remember thinking, this kid's wicked. Then we started loaning him out, and then went to West Ham, multiple other clubs, and never cut the grade to the level that I thought he would when I saw him. But,
proper player though, wasn't he?
Proper bloke. Yeah,
Kurt Zouma.
Kurt Zouma. There you go.
I could probably go more.
Go on then. You can't go whatever. You have to either double or nothing. So either those 3 don't count, or you give me 3 more.
I probably can't give you 3 more, but I'm going to try.
I could give you 3 more.
Did you see Benayoun play for West Ham?
Bingo.
Did he?
Yep.
Did Tal Benayoun play for West Ham?
Bingo.
Did he?
You've only got 1 more to get, mate.
Is there only 1 more player that has played for both in the Premier League era?
There's literally loads, and to be fair, there's some ones like when I say it, you'll be like, should I give you a clue?
Yeah.
Do you want a little clue?
Yeah.
All right. The original Reece James. We bought him from
Glenn Johnson.
Yeah.
He was a player.
Fucking baller.
Can I just say, I rated Glenn Johnson so
Glenn
highly.
Johnson,
Yeah.
is
Criminally
one
underrated.
of the most criminally underrated players in English football history.
Yeah. Are you proud of that knowledge, by the way? I'm quite chuffed with
That's
myself.
good.
that I
Do you want
got
them all?
that. Yeah, go on.
Well, I don't want to like label anyone with anything, but we get it in brackets on the analytics on YouTube. Remind me to do that thing later. On the analytics on YouTube, we get it in brackets. So over 55s is the bracket. That's not me saying that that's old, but that's the oldest bracket. Yeah, it goes
55 plus.
55 plus is the oldest bracket on YouTube that we get analytics for. Yeah. So the analytics would be screaming at the screen right now, Jimmy Greaves.
Yeah, but we're doing. Can we do in the Premier League era?
Yeah, of course. But all right, well, I don't know if Scott Minto was Premier League era.
He might have just snuck him.
All right, Victor Moses. I think remember he went there for a little bit.
I don't remember. On loan?
Don't know.
No, I don't remember him playing for them.
I'll tell you another player who like you won't remember played for him.
Come.
Wayne
Bridge.
Do you remember that?
I don't remember
Done
him
a couple of
playing
seasons.
there. I don't remember him playing there. I've seen another one on that list that I don't remember, but go on.
Demba Ba.
Yeah, that's the one. Don't remember him ever playing for them.
Didn't he play for them before he played for Newcastle?
I've
Didn't he go
got
to
no
Newcastle
idea.
from West Ham?
Got no idea.
I can't remember. And then that's
Classic
it.
player.
We've named them all. Yeah.
Wow, I'm proud of us.
But let us know in the comments if there's any in the Premier League era that we've missed out there. I'm sure there's got to be some.
Emerson Tomei, did he ever play for them?
I don't know. Sorry, I don't know.
Pass.
Anyway, you can get 5-2 odds on West Ham being relegated at this moment in time.
It's not looking good, is it? It's not looking good at all. Who would have thought that they get Graham Potter in and they suddenly are relegation fodder?
Can't think of any clubs that's happened to. Can't think of any clubs that's happened to.
What a fall from grace. Can you think of a manager that's had a quicker fall from grace than Graham Potter?
Yes.
Go on then.
Because Graham Potter's managing in the Premier League, so very, very easy for me to do it.
Fair.
I get pelters in the comments all the time because I never remember what one it is, but it's Brian or Michael, the Laudrup. Had Swansea playing absolutely unbelievable.
I think it was Michael Laudrup.
I think it was Michael. He had Swansea playing.
Were they twins? Or were they brothers?
They were brothers. They might have been twins. I don't know.
Because it's very easy to get them confused.
I only really pay attention to twins when they're female. In sort of videos.
Do you know what I say to
may
that,
or may
mate?
not send me.
I say fair play.
Fair play. Laudrup, like he had Swansea. I think he got them up to like 9th in the league or something like that. I'm literally going off no knowledge here. It's just my memory could be all over the place.
Did he get them in Europe?
Well, yeah, because he won the cup with them.
Mad.
And it was have you got quiz time? Tell me, do you remember that cup that Swansea won? Do you remember it? Yeah.
Roughly, yeah.
Was it an FA or was it a Carling? I know it wasn't called Carling, but was it an FA or a Carling?
I'd go League Cup.
You're correct.
Yeah.
Who did they play in the final?
Wasn't that one of those finals where it was two fairly weak teams?
Yeah. Fairly weak isn't really like.
Wasn't this?
It's a team that at the time were just nowhere near Swansea's stratosphere.
So my head says to me it was Wigan, but it's not.
No.
They
Wigan,
obviously must be worse.
Wigan won it. Wigan
There you
won
go,
it
there you
against
go.
Man City, didn't
There you
they?
go, there
Wigan
you go.
won it.
There you go.
I don't know whether that was the FA or the League Cup.
No, I think that was the FA.
I'm almost certain it was Bradford, wasn't it?
I was about to say Bradford.
And it was
next.
a 4-1 win, and Nathan Dyer scored.
What league
and
are
Wayne
Bradford
Routledge. I don't know.
Probably League Two.
But aren't they the team that has fallen the lowest in the Premier League era? Because they started the first season, didn't they?
Luton.
No.
Yeah.
They haven't fallen the lowest because they've only gone down to League One.
No, Luton went all the way down. Oh yeah,
but
from
they were never
being in the Premier League.
They were never in the Premier League. So what I'm saying is, in the Premier
Wimbledon?
League era, not a club. In the Premier, yeah, but you can't count. And they didn't go as low as Bradford. I think Bradford are the lowest. Tell us in the comments. Tell us.
Well, Wimbledon ceased to exist, so that's technically lower.
Yeah, I mean,
But we don't worry about technicalities here.
we don't care
Your
about
point
any of that.
remains. Your point remains. Oldham also fell from grace.
Yeah, I don't think they went as low as Bradford.
They don't exist anymore, do they?
No. Lot of great clubs don't exist. Hereford
Were
never
they-
played in the Premier League,
were
but they
gonna
don't
say
exist
there
no
was
more.
another club recently that
Eh?
was going to go bust. Can't remember who it was.
I don't know. Yeah.
But
Someone's
let's talk
going
about
bust.
West Ham.
Right. Well, their business hasn't been great, in my opinion, this summer. Like, if you look at it, they've bought in Juve, who, like, we don't.
He actually looks quite good.
Yeah, but we don't know yet.
Quite like the look of him.
We don't know yet. You quite like the look of him. 20-odd million euros for a 20-year-old.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Good deal. Resale value.
Probably on really low wages. Could be a good one. Could be a hit.
Probably plays for Nottingham Forest in a year's time when they get relegated.
Exactly. And then we've got Carl Walker-Peters.
Who was a smart signing.
Yeah, not a bad
That
signing.
makes sense.
Not a bad signing. Callum Wilson, if you can get him fitting on a football pitch, I think
That's the dud for me.
Really?
He's just such an average injury-prone player. Callum Wilson 10 years ago, yes. Callum Wilson now is a Danny Ings. Sorry, Callum.
But do you know why I always hold out hope?
Go on.
Because a few years ago, people would have put a striker who has had a renaissance in his career in that same category. When you say Callum Wilson, Danny Ings, people like that. Not because of injuries or anything, but I don't think a few years ago anyone rated Chris Wood higher than they rated Callum Wilson.
I think he's a Benjamin Button.
Exactly. No. I'm just saying.
I don't
That's why I don't write off Callum Wilson as being an awful signing. But what I'm
Yeah.
saying is, it ain't been great signings. They got one more in, didn't they? They got? I might look stupid here. Did they sign the Leicester goalkeeper?
Yes, Hermanson.
He was playing for them the other day, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is mad because I always thought they really rated Areola quite high.
Yeah.
You've always been a fan of the Areola.
Mate, I like everything about it. Do you know what I mean? Everything about it.
I didn't realise Fabianski's gone. Fabianski was quite an old goalie. Didn't know that.
Fabianski's like a Barclays man, really,
He
isn't
is, but he was in his 40s.
Yeah. Who did Fabianski lose his place to?
Warwick Szczesny.
Yes, still a great goalkeeper. See?
Also Polish.
Yeah, there you go. There you
go.
go. So basically, what I'm trying to say is we're playing Jarrod Bowen FC.
They'd say we're playing Cole Palmer FC.
Yeah,
But he doesn't-
exactly.
But he doesn't score any goals now,
Yeah.
so it's can't be called Cole Palmer FC.
Yeah. No. I rate West Ham.
Do you?
No.
It's going to look so bad when we lose 3-0, doesn't it?
I don't know what I said.
Why did you say that?
I don't even know what I said.
They're
I rate 'em.
awful.
I've literally
They're
been going, I've
absolutely
literally
awful.
been searching. They're shit, these lot.
They're absolutely rubbish.
All right, can I change the phrase? That I
Change the
used?
tone.
Right, I'm going to go
completely.
again. Let's go again. I'm not going to cut it, but let's just go again as if I respect West Ham.
Do you?
I don't know. No.
I don't know if you do respect
I'll
them.
tell you who I respect.
Graham Potter.
What's it? Can't think of his name now. Let me move on. Anyway, we've only lost one out of our last 7 to West Ham.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one being the Kaisedo penalty given away.
Understandable.
Very fitting.
Who was the manager that day?
When we lost to West Ham?
Yeah.
Poch. It's his second game. Charge.
Fuck.
Yeah. Anyway,
That was shit.
very fitting that day the West Ham fans at the stadium were singing "What a Waste of Money" about Kaisedo. Not been a waste of money, has he?
He's kind of proving them wrong,
Bit
hasn't
of a
he?
bargain, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Honestly, I've
can you
never
just
seen a £115 million player and gone, He's worth that.
And explain, because I know, because you explain this to me all the time, but there might be viewers that are more hands-on rather than brains-on, like I am. I mean, hands-on. And they might want you to explain this.
Being handsy.
I'm more hands-on than brainy, aren't I? I'm more of a, let's go and punch his head in rather than talk to him.
I think you're more switched on than you like to admit.
Okay.
I think, especially your memory.
Okay. No, memory
Your
I'm good at.
memory is
Memory I'm good at.
fucking, for a man that gets hit in the head a lot, is very good.
Who says I get hit in the head a lot?
To be fair, you do avoid it. You do avoid it.
No. I was good. What was I? Nah, you just.
I've just been saying how good your memory is.
That's what I was going to say. Could you explain to these lot the whole of what we've actually paid for Kaisedo?
We paid about, I think it was 100 million up front, and I think there's some add-ons.
But what did you always do this to me? So what did we actually pay? He got signed at 20 years old, yeah?
I think we'll never truly know what the add-ons are and if they're hit, but I think the total deal was about 110 million pounds.
But what you always say is it isn't done like that. It's over the contract.
Yeah, so far, and people corrected me in the comments recently, because I said the way that it works is you pay the value over time, but what it is that that fee goes down over time. So effectively, we've got like 80 million pounds of book value on him left now.
There you go. What I want to ask you is this, right? Do you think if you were the Chelsea manager, right? And
I would love the role.
I think you deserve the role, or at least a coaching role. Who needs qualifications?
Very true. Apprenticeship these days.
I was a personal trainer for about 4 years without any qualifications.
Creatine is what you kept talking about. Just creatine.
Just get some creatine down.
Monohydrate or monohydrate or the other one.
Any. Listen, we're going to get into the starting lineup in a minute, but if you were the Chelsea manager, before you picked your starting lineup, would you sit everyone down and say, listen, that game against Sunderland never happened? Because I don't want people are rating Sunderland, fair enough. Good on Sunderland for getting a good win on the opening day, but I don't want people to think, oh, no, if Sunderland have beaten them 3-0, think what we'll do. No. I'll take a 2-0 here. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want to very much know that the 11 players that start that game and whoever's on the field throughout it all understand just because these lot got beat by a newly promoted side, that means nothing. We got beat by Ipswich last season. We had the double done over us the season before that by Southampton, I believe. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't mean all that much. Teams that are destined or predicted to go down, or teams that have just come up, we've got to pay them the respect that any Premier League team deserves, because they'll be looking to prove a point to their fans as well.
Well, this is the thing. I think both teams need to bounce back from a fairly shit performance, to be honest with you, if you're looking at it. My motivation to the boys would be, everyone's laughing at you right now and they're saying that you're Club World Cup champions, but you can't beat Crystal Palace in the first game at home. And so you've got to go out here in this game and you've got to put on a performance and a display to prove that you are World Cup champions. You've got to do it. So I think this is a very important game for how we look at the rest of this season. And I think that's mad for a lot of people to think about, considering it's the second game in. But if we don't lay down a performance like this, we get another draw, we're now already so far behind some other teams right at the top. I don't want to be chasing this year.
No.
I don't want to be hunting down teams. I don't want to be stressing about whether the top four is possible. I want to be challenging. And if we are challenging, these are the kind of games, a very weak West Ham team, one of the weakest West Ham teams we've seen in a long time. You've got to go there and demolish them.
If we didn't win this game, I'd write us off as title contenders before it's even begun.
True.
Unless we drew it and then went on like a 5-game winning streak. Then it wouldn't look as bad. But, you know, that's who knows. Just before we get into our team sheet, I just want to speak about one player in specific, and it is specific, not Pacific.
I would say specifically. One player specifically.
But it's Spur, not
it's
Per.
Spur.
Yeah. Pacific
is
the
the
ocean. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I want to speak specifically about one player who came in for just loads and loads of criticism. Don't get me wrong, I didn't rate his performance. But I did think it was a bit weird that he came in for this much criticism. And from the way you're looking at me, maybe you haven't seen as much of this, but I have seen so much criticism of Enzo Fernandez after the Palace game.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I've heard people talk about it. I haven't personally seen it.
So you were in the stands. I was watching from home.
A lot of people were very annoyed at him in the stands.
Okay, I didn't think he had a good game. Do you
know what it was?
Yeah.
We were getting Jorginho vibes from him. Do you know why? He looked a bit slow. He looked a bit... It was the mobility that was the biggest issue for him at the time. The way he got around the pitch was not the way that we've seen him both in the Club World Cup and also at the tail end of last season. He looked a bit rusty. And I think it's a point. We are a bit rusty. We're coming off 3-week holiday. He only played... Did he only play in one of the games? Or he only played a portion of both? So he hasn't had that much.
Not the Club World Cup. You're on about the two friendlies that were held at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah. So he hasn't played that much. So what was the criticism? Because that's what I heard sitting around me.
I'm sick of all this, like us persisting with this Enzo stuff.
And just get over it.
I don't know. Listen,
don't listen to
like I was a man that was vocal. In the Pochettino season, in saying to you that I think that Enzo Fernandez needs to contribute more goals and assists in the league, yeah? And what happened?
He contributed more goals and assists.
So he watched the pod, he listened, and he improved.
Yeah.
I've got no problem with him.
Yeah, so
no, as I say, I didn't really rate his performance, but I just thought maybe I was looking in the wrong or right places, and it just so happened that was the interpretation I got. But I thought there was a lot of heat online around his performance, and I kind of thought, wasn't that bad,
do you know what I think it is? I think there's a lot of people very positive about Andre Santos and a bit worried about him leaving.
Yeah.
Which is apt considering the team that put in a bid for him was West Ham. And I think they're worried that if he doesn't get the game time, he'll be more interested in leaving. And I think people see the Andre Santos ceiling as higher than the Enzo Fernandez ceiling, which I don't disagree with, but I think Enzo Fernandez is a great player right now.
I neither agree or disagree.
But also, this is the thing, Enzo Fernandez, quality player.
Yeah.
Underrated player.
Yeah.
Underrated his impact that he had for us at the tail end of last season.
I'm never like too reactionary to jump on someone. I'll give them like a lot of time before I come to that conclusion. Then I came to the conclusion of, I like you do some good stuff, you need to be more consistent, you need to chip in with more goals and assists. He did start doing that, so he's going to need to put in 3 or 4 stinkers for me to be really criticising him.
When was the last time he put in a stinker?
Well, everyone's saying against Palace. I didn't think it was a stinker. I just didn't think he played well. I didn't think any of us played unbelievable. And I think that as much as this sounds almost like I'm discrediting him, I am not. He is an unbelievable player. He's our best player. He's our most consistent player. But even in a game where you don't play well, Kaisedo can still look good because his role is to do stuff that can still, if you don't have a shot on target, then none of your attackers are going to look good. But you cannot play well in a game, and a player like Kaisedo, because of the nature of the way he plays football and of the role he does, can still look good. So, true. I don't know. I'm not that bothered about it. What I am bothered about is the team sheet for this game, and you can see it on screen right now. Now, I'll quickly run you through it, and then me and Josh will talk about it. We have got the big dog, Robert Sanchez, in goal. One of the best Premier League keepers we have ever had at Chelsea Football Club. Reece James, right back. We've gone with Tosin Adarabioyo because we're hoping and assuming that he will be fit. If he's not fit, happy to have Josh Jankpong in there again, but hoping and assuming that Tosin Adarabioyo is fit, we've gone with a partnership of Tosin Adarabioyo and Trevor Chalobah. As I said, I called it. It wouldn't surprise me. It surprised me to see him start. It wouldn't surprise me to see Fofana give him minutes here. Cucurella in at left back. Kaisedo and Enzo in the midfield. We've gone with Palmer in the 10. We've gone with Esteval on the right wing. Pedro Neto on the left wing, and João Pedro, a lot of Pedros here, João Pedro up top. Now, the first thing that I think a lot of people will ask about that team sheet, we'll get on to someone I want to speak about in a bit more detail in a minute, but the first thing that I think that people will look and ask is, after what we saw on the opening day, has Liam Delap been a little bit hard done by to not make our preferred lineup? Because in the cameo that he gave, 20-odd minutes, did he get something like that? Less than half hour, I believe. In that time, he did do more and create more than in the sort of hour or so that João Pedro had.
This is one of those positions where I think it is the biggest debate right now. And it is funny. We've signed two, what we are classing now, proper number 9s. And Delap will have been signed to start.
Yep.
He won't have signed to be sitting on the bench. He expects to be starting. And also, with the connection of Enzo Maresca, he knows how good Delap is. He was one of the first people to give him a chance in the City Academy, wasn't he? So I think there will be games in which Delap does start. And I weirdly think that the games that a Delap is most suited for are those games against teams in the bottom half of the table. And so maybe we will start to see Delap play in some of these games.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him start, by the way.
It wouldn't surprise me either.
And I'd have absolutely no issue with it. Like,
can I just say, I don't think we've seen it yet, and perhaps we will never see it. I do think there's an opportunity for João Pedro and Delap to be in the same team, especially until we sign left wingers.
Yeah. Is that where you're thinking on that left wing spot?
Potentially. I think maybe there's a phase of the game. Let's say Delap does start. I think there's a phase of the game where João Pedro comes on the left-hand side and supports Delap as opposed to replacing
you and me both know that when you're chasing games, formations or having two left-backs on the pitch at once or whatever, as a football club in Chelsea, we don't really give a fuck about any of that. We just stick people on. So if we're ever chasing a game against the likes of, I don't know, a Liverpool or something like that, and João Pedro's already on, he's playing through the middle in the number 9, having a good game, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me at all to see someone else subbed off. João Pedro goes out wider, and then the lap comes through the middle.
What I think Enzo Maresca is learning is when it doesn't work tactically, like, let's be honest, it didn't work tactically against Crystal Palace. He will learn from that, and he'll do some tweaks. I do think this... the way that certain wingers are and the way they're connected to each other. So, i.e., we always let Pedro Neto be the one in front of Reece James because he would, as you've rightly said before, would back him up and give him the defensive support that he needs sometimes as he's inverting into the back three. If Esteval's on that right-hand side, then you've got to think, do you want Cucurella bombing on? Do you want Cucurella inside? And I think that will impact who is up top.
Yep.
It all starts from the back. And Enzo Maresca has said this very clearly. It's very, very important who is playing both in that left centre-back position and then also the wing-backs because that affects the entire build-up of the rest of the play.
So what are we expecting to see from Chelsea in this game? I want to see a lot more attacking flair. One of the reasons I have started or preferred with the lineup that we've gone with is Esteval. He needs to be on there from the start.
Do you think that's a controversial take?
No. Not amongst Chelsea fans, it's not, no.
Because I think... Would there be some Chelsea fans going, it's a little bit too early to put him in the team? Not saying this is what I believe.
No.
Devil's advocate.
I know. Do you know what I'd say? Is it not a little bit too early to put Jamie Gittins in the team?
Do you know who my old man brought up someone? How old was Michael Owen when he was in the Liverpool team? Like literally 12.
17 or something.
Yeah, he was 17.
Yeah.
How old was Theo Walcott when he was in the Arsenal team?
I know.
So
Wayne Rooney in the Everton team.
If they're ready, and this is the thing, they'll all go, they're English players.
So
Doesn't make a massive difference, does it?
Doesn't make a massive difference.
No. So this is the thing. This whole adapting to the league, needing that. We know that Esteval is ready. Sorry, Steval is ready. We know that he's ready. We've seen it against us. We've seen it in games. We've seen it in pre-season. We know the kid is ready. I think sometimes you just got to unleash that talent. He is going to absolutely destroy Premier League defences.
And also, like, this is just my theory. You know that I've always kind of believed this. Give me your opinion, this is. What do you reckon, like, I know it's different case by case, but what do you reckon the peak age for a footballer is?
25.
25, that's when they're at their peak.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with you.
Depends on the position,
But I have a theory, don't I?
Come.
My theory is...
Time's relative.
No, the Brazilians peak younger.
Really?
I mean, mate, tell me a Brazilian that went on until his late 30s and was playing at the highest level.
Cafu.
Yeah, good option. Roberto Carlos wasn't playing at the highest level in his late 30s. He was playing for Galatasaray.
He went to Olympiacos, didn't he?
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you know how you'll have I don't know, I want to give a good example here, but JT, for example, you'll have John Terry playing at the highest level. Defender. Really. Well, you said Cafu.
I did say Cafu.
Yeah. So you'll have a John Terry or someone like that playing at the highest level. Or okay, I could give you different options. Someone that maybe adapts his game more, and I don't know.
James Milner.
There you go. Perfect
Giggsy.
example. Great example there.
Giggsy, left winger.
There you go. Whereas I feel like the Brazilian talents shine brighter while they're here, but they'll burn out a little bit quicker. I could be wrong, and that could be a thing of the past.
Yeah.
But
Decent
if you do look at, like, I grew up on Ronaldo, Ronaldinho,
Rivaldo.
Kaká. Rivaldo went on a little bit later, but Kaká, even when you look at the likes of players that came later, Robinho and whatnot.
Can I just say that team, that generation were unbelievable.
They were the team.
Fuck me. Everyone wanted to be Brazilian with that era. They were great. That advert, the Pepsi
You even
advert.
grew a Brazilian, didn't you?
I did, just for that.
Yeah.
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 Well, that's where it came from, obviously.
There you go. You started it. You started the trend. Right. Okay. How many goals are we spanking the pot dog by this time?
Well, I said 3-0 in the last game, so I'm going to be a little bit more conservative in this one. I'm going to go 2-0.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to concede.
I'm going to go 2-0 too in this game.
Yeah.
2-0 to Chelsea.
Bit boring, really. I thought you were going to say 4.
All right, fuck it, I'll go 4.
No.
No, 2-0.
Who's scoring then?
2-0, I think
scoring
Esteval grabs his first goal for the club. And then... Fuck it. Even though I've not got him in the starting lineup, I'm going to go to lap.
Love it. I'm going to go Cole Palmer 2. Brace.
Yeah.
I think Cole Palmer gets a pen and then scores an open play goal.
Lastly, I just want to shout out Carlton Cole because I was just really happy you brought him up.
He was doing the press stuff for one of the pre-season games, which is why he springs to mind for me. And I was watching him on Channel 5.
Got a couple of tickets to the Mafia in Lower.
Have you actually?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking brilliant.
I literally, just before we
That's
come on
not, just to clarify, that's for the Fulham game.
Yeah, just before we come on camera, though, I said to you, I was like, I can only get one ticket for Mafia in Lower. Yeah,
you got 2.
There you go. No,
make it 4 is what I say.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I say when I'm ordering around beers. Right, people, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. I want score predictions in the comment section below also. And subscribe to Joey and Josh because we've got so much content dropping off of that channel. Also, I will see you all in the next one.